Hello students, today we are going to discuss a beautiful poem named as A Legend of Northland. It is written by Phoebe Carey. Let's come to the introductory part. A Legend of Northland is a ballad. A ballad is a poem narrating a story in short stanza. Ballad is such kind of poem which tells a story in short stanza, and in the poem all the stanza comprise 4 lines. In total there are 16 stanzas in this poem, and these stanzas will tell us a story. Ballads are a part of folk culture or popular culture and are passed on orally from one generation to the next generation. As before the invention of books, in our Gurukul, we are learning through the oral convention. Just like that, ballads is a poetic form which is passed from one generation to other generation by orally. Folk culture is a story of any area and is known as ballad. Folk culture comprises of traditional stories which are passed from one generation to the next generation. This is the story of the Northland area, the area which is near the North Pole. This exact place is not specified here, but Northland means the area in the northernmost part of the earth, that is near the North Pole. Here legend means a historical story, one which is very old and has been passed from one generation to another. So in the first stanza, away, away in the Northland, where the hours of day are few and the nights are so long in the winter, they cannot sleep them through. Here the poet says, in the region of North Pole or Northland, the duration of day is very less because its position is such that the sun's rays or the sun's shine reach for a less time. When this area is experiencing winter season, the duration of night is very long and the daytime hours are very less. In line 4, they refers to the people who live in this region or in Northland. The poet says that the duration of the night time is so long that the people cannot sleep them through. If they go to bed, take a few hours of sleep and then they wake up, it is still night time. The poet wants to emphasize on the fact that the duration of the night is very long. So in the first stanza, the poet says about the situation of that place. Here the night is very long. Then come to the second stanza, where they harness the swift reindeer to the sledges when it snows, and the children look like bear cubs in their funny furry clothes. The poet says the Northland region experiences severe cold condition. It is a snowy area. As we know, the cold countries are mainly snowy. The reindeer is an animal which is found in this polar region. People tie the reindeers to the sledges and then the reindeers pull the sledges. Sledge means a kind of vehicle which is pulled by animal. The poet adds that the children look like young ones of a bear because they wear funny looking clothes made of fur. Fur means the hair of animals, which is like the furry skin of a bear. Just because it is a cold area, so the children of that area, they are wearing the clothes made of fur. and they are looking like the uh, the child of bear. In the third stanza, the poet says, "They tell them a curious story. I don't believe this true, and yet you may learn a lesson if I tell the tale of you." In line 1, they refers to the parents or elders, and them refers to the children or the younger generation. The elders of the Northland region tell a strange and interesting story to the younger generation. Here the poet says, there is a beautiful story told by the elders to their younger. The poet says that he doesn't think that the story is true, but if he tells the story to the reader, maybe the reader could learn a lesson from it. The story gives an important message. The poet also doesn't know whether the story is true or false, but to give a special and beautiful message to the reader, the poet writes this poem. Once when the good Saint Peter lived in the world below and walked about in pretending just as he did, you know. The story is about Saint Peter. When Saint Peter used to live in the world and went around giving religious lectures to the people, just like all saints do, then an incident happened. Here the poet says about a saint whose name is Peter. When he was moved around in the whole world, at that time an incident happened with him, and that incident is explained in this poem. In fifth stanza, the poet says, he came to the door of a cottage in traveling round the earth, where a little woman was making cakes and baking them on the hearth. When Saint Peter moving round the earth or world giving religious lectures to the people, he reached the door of a cottage where a small woman was making cakes. She was baking the cakes in the fireplace. When Saint Peter was moving around the world, at that time he reached in front of the door of a lady who was baking the cakes. Stanza 6. And being faint with fasting, for the day was almost done, he asked her from her store of cake to give him a single one. In stanza 6, the poet says, as Saint Peter had not eaten anything the entire day, he was very hungry and was feeling weak. So he went to this woman who was baking cakes, and he asked for one cake out of many cakes that she had baked. And the whole day, Saint Peter was hungry. He moved around from one place to another place, and he was feeling very weak. That's why when he saw the store, he reached there and asked the lady for a single piece of cake. In stanza 7, so he made a very little cake, but as it making lay, she looked at it and thought it seemed too large to give away. The woman was very selfish. She did not give cake from her store. Instead, she started making a very small cake for Saint Peter. She did not want to share her cake or anything with others. But when she put the cake for baking, she looked at it and thought that this cake was too big to be given to someone. But that lady was very greedy and selfish. and she did not want to share anything which belongs to her. So she did not give a cake from her store, and she started baking another cake, and that cake was very small. And again the lady found that when she was baking, the cake is quite big, and she did not want to give that cake to anyone. Stanza 8. Therefore she needed another, and still a small one, but it looked when she turned it over as large as the first had done. The little miser woman thought that the cake was too big to be given away. So she started making another cake. She again felt that it was as big as the previous one. Again, she was not ready to give the smaller cake to Saint Peter. That lady again made another cake because she found the previous cake was quite big. This time also the same happened. The lady noticed that this cake is bigger as compared to the previous one. So she again not ready to give the cake to Saint Peter. Students, in this video we have discussed only 8 stanza. In the next videos we will discuss the rest 8 stanzas. There are 16 stanzas in this poem, and the duration is quite lengthy. So we will discuss the next or the rest stanzas in the next videos. Thank you.